So I was told I had to make a video on these trinket boxes. Okay, so you can make them any size. I have a little one and I have a big one, and that's what the bottoms are, the insides, and they are super easy to make. They are relaxing, I think, to make, and the best part is they are 100% recycled material. Okay, so I'm going to get started by showing you. First, you're going to need some magazines and a cup of coffee. And you're going to go through and you're going to take out of the magazines the pages that have coloring on the edge that you like. Now, what I did is I ripped all my pages in half. Okay, so I got a whole stack of them because I didn't do one magazine. I went through like 812. No, I'm just kidding. It was 4 or 5 of them that I had gotten in a month. So I just took a bunch of pages and tore them down in half. So either side, right, has to be something you want to see on the side, you know, color-wise. Because as you can see, you can get any color or texture or whatever that you want on it. So we'll take this one. And just so you know, I don't fold perfectly, but you want them to be like 1-inch strips. So, and some of them aren't going to come out perfect, okay? So we're going to take that, make sure I'm in frame here, and you know, I try and fix them, but usually they just don't. Usually they just end up wonkaroni. So if you're a perfectionist, don't watch this part, okay? And you fold it as tight as you can get it, and some of them won't be super tight either, so don't cry about that. Okay, and you do this and you grab, I use the Aleene's because first of all it dries pretty quick, and second of all it's a little bit thicker. So most of us have Aleene's. I'm sure you could use an Elmer's. I have not tried it with a glue stick. I'm sure that if you have a decent glue stick, it'll hold, but you take it, hold on, let me plug you in here, and you just kind of, see, so I'm going to have that edge, and sometimes you'll have these little tiny strips here, and if they're bigger, I'll just show you with this one. I just take it and I just put a little bit of glue and I fold it on like this, okay? And I don't do that to all of them, but if it has an edge that sticks out, I'll just, you know, fold it over, press it down a little bit. You're gonna get gluey, okay? Just deal with it. So this is your first strip. Then you make 80 zillion strips, okay? The magic of television. Here's 80,000, and I still have, oh, and here's some more. Here, I might as well get them all out. And I still have another stack on my kitchen table, so check this out. I mean, this is like, holy crap-a-moly. Oh. Okay. Whoa, sorry. What I do is I go through them, and I find the ones that have a texture that I wouldn't mind hiding. Like, see this? Trees, they are nice and stuff, but I wouldn't mind hiding that. I'm not really a skin person. The peaches I like. Let's see. This one I can live without. You know, the grassy stuff, this is cabbage. We don't need the cabbage. More tree stuff. Brownish. Now these are the ones that like you don't like too much. If all of them are ones that you just love, you can do your base in text writing and use the whole magazine in this project. You know, you don't have to I don't need that. You don't have to stick to just the colored pages like me. Okay, gray, I don't need that. Let's find some more. Some of them I like the color, but like they're too wordy. Like these ads are really wordy, so That's chocolate. I don't need that. Grayish. I like the designs on those. I have some nice wood ones already over here. Grayish. A lot of words. Let's see. The rest of that ad, but it doesn't have that many words. This is what I did. I was doing this last night to a bunch too. I made that bigger one there that you saw last night. I'm sorry about the background noise. It's lets everybody become a zoo animal time in my house, so everybody is being an animal. That one has a lot of words. This is like too busy. Let's see. I don't like faces. That's kind of ugly. I don't need a dog's mouth. I don't need that. These ones are all, we'll all make nice ones. Alright, go through the last little stack here. Sorry, I should have done this before I started recording, because this is probably boring. You know, the process is slow. It's not a fast process. And black. It's not a fast process. It is, I consider it to be sort of therapeutic to do a whole bunch of pages. I can't use a Sharpie marker. I had a Sharpie tangled up in these. I really like the process of the folding and the wrapping. You'll see. You'll see. Alright, so what do I have here? A lot of words. This one. No, I like that. That's okay. It's the sky. This is food. I like that wallpaper. Grassy. I don't need this. These two were like somebody's bedroom or something. It's weird. I don't remember like anything, but I remember what these ads and these pictures were. Alright, so you see I have a good stack here. Okay, I'll be able to do something with that. Alright, coffee time. What you do, first of all, you're going to go through them all. Okay, I take a few at a time, and I do what I call break them. And you will thank me later for this, because it is really a chore to wrap these up when you haven't gone and broken them. And broken the stiffness of the wraps, okay? So go break them all. Okay, I'll do a few at a time, and I go both ways. One way and the other way, okay? Take another little stack. That's too many. I usually do about 3. Break them this way. Break them this way. Go like this. All right. Break them. Break them. Break them. Break them. Okay. This, break them. Break them. Okay, go this way. Go this way. This, break that. Break this. Last little bundle. Sorry, I grabbed a few more that time. Alright, so you have all these. You have broken the trend, man. So, you take your glue. You might get gluey, just gonna warn you. You put a strip right down the middle. Alright, just a strip. Just a strip. Okay. And let's get this up here so you can see what the heck I'm doing. You start to roll it. It's not going to be perfect, okay? These are not a perfect project, okay? You roll it. Then, once you get a couple of rolls on there, excuse me, you can kind of control it. Pick it up, and this is hard to do on camera. Pick it up and kind of just manipulate it where you want it to go. Alrighty, see? It's working. I might be covered in glue, but it's going. And, you know, the base ones, you don't see most of them. So, they can be any kind of paper you want. You know, I mean, I guess you can even color code it if you wanted the whole base to look blue. It's just this part that they're gonna see, you know, just the very edge. So, and then you take this and you have to hold it for a second because that's pretty tight and it doesn't make it very happy. So you gotta kind of hold it, and I'll press it in a little bit and get it all nice and smunchy. Okay. And the Aleene's, it dries pretty quick, and like I said, it's a little bit thicker, so it holds, it grips pretty quick. Take your next strip, put a line, and butt it up to the end on this one. It might not be even the size of your strips, right? Hold on, I gotta go off camera to wrap this because it's too big. Alright, you know, some of your strips might not be even, but you're not even gonna notice that once you have the base of it made, okay? Let's see, wrap it around. Wrap it around. One tip, I found that the cheaper page magazines, like the Country Living and Better Homes and Gardens and the really thin pages, they don't work that well. They don't fold nicely, and they're really thin, so you really have to go through more pages. So I have a few of them in here, but like I made the base of this, a lot of that was Country Living magazines until I started getting to the outer side, and I went through way more strips. So keep that in mind. I'll take it from here too, and I'll hold it like this in my hand. So what you do is you basically go out that way, all right, holding it for a second in between each strip of glue until you have this, okay? We'll work on this one some more later, so I'm gonna put this, hold on, I could add some more glue to the end here apparently, because I didn't plan on ending it here, so I'm just gonna hold that down for a second. And I have to grab some of my strippies. Okay. So, how you guys doing, you know? Watching glue dry. This is great. Okay, I'm just going to leave that there. If I have to glue it after, I will. Then you decide, this page I ripped way uneven, so let's grab a page I did a little more evenly. The corn page. Then you have to decide how deep you want the box. So like these ones here, right? I took one of these half pages and actually no, I took a whole magazine page, I think, and folded it in half. No, I took the half pages. That's what that is. And I folded it in half to make this height, okay? And I'm going to make this one bigger than that. So what I'm going to do, like this one here, I took the whole thing and I glued two of these together because I already have all my pages in half. So this one is two that I glued together. And I really screwed up on this one because the design that I wanted to show on the inside ended up on the outside, which is behind this, and nobody's ever going to know it. So I cried on the inside over that a little bit. Ooh, I just dropped my cover into my box. So this one here, I think I'm going to do two, I'm going to double them up again, okay? And for this, I just use a glue stick. I don't know if a glue stick exists in my life right now. Oh, it does. I got a glue stick. And I don't think that the glue stick you use is important for this part. So just slobber this with glue. Just slurber-derber-derb. Bonga, 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 bonga. Glue, glue, glue. Okay? Glue, glue. Do-do-do-do-do. This is so fun. I like to glue. Alright. And then you do what you can here. It's not going to be perfect, whatever. This isn't a perfect project, and it doesn't, the best part is it doesn't have to be a perfect project. This can be whatever, alright? Look at that. See, that's one of those thin pages, so it's all warpy-dorpy. Alright, so, and then this, believe it or not, you got to kind of roll this up too, alright, because you're going to want this to go around here pretty nicely. So I do a test run around it, right? We do a test run and we say, oh yeah, that's really nice. That is just so lovely. So then I put that aside over here, still kind of rolled up, and I glue around the edge of this. Just go right around this whole disc. Okay. Put this down and do-do, do-do, go like that. Go like this. And, you know, pull it tightly, okay, while kind of fixing whatever warps inside, okay? So, and that there is kind of warped. Then I just take a glue strip and I just go down here like that, and I press this page to that page. Okay. And then I'll take the glue here and tack this corner, because if you have to go in and fix it some more later, that's fine, but I've noticed that tacking the corner pretty much holds it right there like that. So you have your base, okay? You have the entire base done. Next you pick out the pieces you want to see on the outside. So I'll see some cabbage. I like that blue. I like this blue. I do like these words. I'm not usually one for words, but that was like some typography stuff in the magazine, so let's see. This is a pretty greenish. This is green, hamburger bun. Let's see. That's rug design, which is nice. I got some tomatoes. That's pretty. That's nice green. This is peaches and an ear. And like this purplish. Okay, I'm going to start there. I'm going to go ahead and break them all. Okay, go through and break those. Go through and break this. Boom. And if we go through and break those. Okay. Alright, so then what you do is you run your strip of glue. Okay. And you go around the whole thing. Now you want to make sure on every strip you put on, you match up where it starts so that you match up where it ends, so that all of your butts are in the same place, which can be the back of the box. Okay. The base is kind of hard to press the magazine up against it because the base is, you know, it's against this. So then you just kind of hold on to that for a second, and I'll get my green strip ready to go here. Squirt of glue. Hey, that matches my nails. It's like the same color. Alright, so take the strip and... Oh man, I went the wrong way. Well, I'm going to switch directions. Okay. Let's start it here. And go around. And around. Now once you start getting onto this, you can go around and press the inner magazine to the strip better, okay? And then you hold everything down and you push them down so they really get up against each other as you go. Okay, I'm just gonna hold on to this for a second because it's still. So this is what I do: is I just put one hand against it, and I press up against it. This might get weird looking and wonky looking as you go, but really don't worry about it, because once everything is on there, it's all gonna come together. So just hold on to this for a second. Let's see. And I go through and I fix them too. Like this one sticks up a little bit, and this one sticks up. And I just pull, you know, I just add more glue, and I just hold it, you know, so that they stick a little bit better. Okay. Alright, so you know how to do this, and you just go all the way up. You know, if you get to the top and your strip is a little, and the strip is gonna be a little bit taller, then just glue the bottom half of the strip. I mean, it's common sense. Now, we're gonna talk about the lid, okay? Now that you know how it's done. This one here I just lucked out, and the lid, the top matched up. But I did have to go through and glue a little bit down. Like this is just a spare, a little bit of extra paper there. But I did have to go and glue a little bit down this because they were kind of foldy backy. But when you're doing the lid, okay, I eyeball it. So I make it to where I think it's going to fit, and then I check, okay? None of the lids are going to fit perfect. I'm assuming you could make it fit perfect, and you could probably make a lip with extra magazine pages going around the rim of the inside. See, so that you can get a lid that fits in there perfectly. But I didn't do that. So I just, you know, I made my lid so that it'll just nestle in there, like so. Okay, so it's tight enough that it's not going to fall off unless you shake it, but it's not so loose that it falls in, even though it does fit in there. Okay, this one here, the smaller ones end up to be really sturdy because you wrap the magazine around so much more. This is wrapped around extra from here to here, so I mean half of it is really sturdy. So the lid, the box doesn't warp at all. So the lid fits in there perfectus maximus. And this one, once in a blue moon, like today, you know, last night when I made it, it was going in and out very easily. It was, you know, usually I try and line up where my the top ended too with the back, so see, it just sits in there nicely. And one example of what I used these for, actually, the other day, let me grab